back, everybody. We're back inside the classroom. I got my planner ready. I got it all tabbed and hole punched and ready to start planning. And then I got our crates ready. There's nothing in these yet. They're still empty. But I labeled them week 1 through 34. And then I have to grade, to file. And then I know that I'm going to have areas for their penmanship papers and then some writing papers that they do. So I went ahead and I got all the labels ready for those. I used to do this when teaching and I've not really done it as much, but now that I have both girls, I really think that it's something that I need to start doing again. Also in the mail yesterday, we got their planners. And again, this is something that I'm not quite sure about for this year. It's something different that we've not done before. I've used to be either write out all of Elise's things on board or a notebook, and I really liked the notebook, so we might go back to that, but I thought that this might be a way that she could start doing things a little bit more independently, and she could help me with doing some of that stuff. So it's the Walk-Worthy scripture planner. So we've never used this before. We might end up going back to the notebook system because I did like this system, but I got them some stickers and like there's a spot for them to write their own calendar, and every single week there's Bible and math and social studies and science and English and reading and spelling, and then there's a place for their spelling words. So I just thought that might be a good way to help keep them a little organized so that they could also know what they were doing. Just to tell you how I organized this, I put sticky notes and I put 1 through 34. Some of our curriculum is 32 weeks, some of it is 34 weeks, some of it is 36 weeks. So I plan a 34 week year. So what I do is I put sticky notes and they are 1 through 34, and then I count by fives. I count 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way up to, most of them go through 170. So I divide them out and I put them into lesson groups of 5s. So like their math this is week 12. So this is lessons 26 all the way through lesson 60, and it has the test and the lesson. So I just count it out by 5s. That's kind of how we organize it. We most of the time do most of our work in a 4-day week, and then on Fridays we do either a field trip, and they have a few things that they just do on Fridays, and it's kind of the finishing up day. But when I put them in the folders, I do go ahead and schedule it out for a 5-day week. So here's my filing box. It's gotten pretty full. These books right here, Elise does not want most of her books taken apart. Like, she does not want her math book taken apart. She does not want her language book taken apart. She does not want her handwriting or really anything taken apart. So her files are kind of small, but I am going to be adding in her tests and quizzes and some workbook pages and things like that. So these are what is left for me to tear apart and to put into Elise's files. But I will show you the files. Here I have it marked week 15. That's where I want to finish all of this before we can start for Christmas. That is my goal. So let's take a look at week 16 for Breely, because hers has the most. She has her writing with ease, and then she has her math, and then she has her language pages, and then she has more language pages, and there's her handwriting pages. So she has everything in there, and then after those are filed, I am going to put them in here. These need to be a little bit more cleaned out. These are old things that are in there, but we have one for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And what I do is they'll also have a pink and a blue file in there, and that's where everything will be. I'll divide it all out. So on Monday, they'll come get everything out of the Monday drawer. On Tuesday, everything from the Tuesday drawer. And then if anything is left over, it'll go down in that bottom one. And they are responsible for getting it done before the next week starts. After they're done with their papers, they each will have one of these. I've not got these ready yet, but they have cute dividers to put them in. So they'll have one for math, they'll have one for language, they'll have one for writing. So say Elise is working on a paper. She has to do a book report this year. So she's working on her book report. She can put it in here in this binder in the writing section, and that way she'll know where it is before she hands it in to me. That'll give her a place that she can keep stuff. Or if say she has a handout for like Spanish that she wants to keep, or a handout from language with like linking verbs and adverbs and helping verbs, whatever like things that she wants to keep, she can put into her binder. These boxes are going to be for them just to have for like extra stuff, because we all accumulate like random things. So that's what these boxes are for, because they don't have like a desk with a drawer. So but these will be where they can keep their work that is in progress. After they are finished, they each have a file box, and in their file box, it's not labeled yet, but they'll each have one. So I will file, this will be what I file to either keep for grades or to keep for their, like a portfolio. So there will be like a spelling test section, a history test section, maybe their writing project sections. Everything will have a little place, and so they will keep them in these. So always before I've bought the plastic ones, and then the plastic ones I've thrown in their box. Upstairs I keep a box that has, like for kindergarten, it has both of the girls' kindergarten, and then it has all the readers and all of the teacher's books. Everything that I need is in a box upstairs in our attic marked K, and that has all their past work in it. And then when Cammie is ready for kindergarten, I'll just go and get that box, and I'll pull it out and pull out everything that I need. And the same thing for first grade, second grade, third grade, and now have a fourth grade box. So this is what these files are for. This computer and I have spent a lot of time together the last few days. This is my year at a glance, and what I do is I map out week 1 through week 34. And I go ahead and I do put a date beside of it. I don't know if we'll actually stick to those dates, but I'm hopeful. I give us a week off. We always go to the beach in September, so I always do a week off there, and then I do the whole week of Thanksgiving, kind of give us some time to catch up and just a little bit of a break. And then at Christmas we have at least 2 almost 3 weeks off. So I always do that, and sometimes in October we'll kind of squish things together a little bit to give us a little fall break, but for the most part we go when we start all the way until Christmas, except for that beach trip. So I have that all scheduled out, and then after, so I want to be to week 15 by the time that we do Christmas this year. So that's marked out, and then I have a little bit of a break. And then after that, I'm a little bit more flexible, really whatever works. If we decide to take a week off to do like a spring break or whatever, I do give us a week off around Easter time, but we kind of stick to the schedule, but I'm not as strict about it. But this gets us done towards the beginning of May, the middle of May, and that gives us 34 weeks. It's right at 170 days. So that's how I map out our year. I do the whole entire, this is Breeley's page, so it has her horizons, math, her letters and sounds, her language, her writing with ease, daily language review, daily language lessons, spelling, handwriting, has everything that she does. And then I have on the same Excel, I have one for Elise, and Elise is actually, doesn't look like it right here, but hers is a lot more detailed than her sister's is. I do put in week you know, whatever, if it's just for there, and then like pages 11 through 13 or whatever the week is. And then like for her language, I have lessons 21 through 24, pages 31 through 37, like whatever she's going to do for that week. And I know if I'm going to be doing 3 lessons a week, so it's not like I'm overloading one week and then have one week that doesn't really have anything. So I map it all out, and then we kind of switch in the middle of science, so this is why this is blacked out. I'm going to do something on my own the first semester, and then the second semester we're doing something with a friend. So that's why that's blocked out. The third page is everything that we do together. So the first thing that I have is the monthly themes, like holidays or certain things that are happening, like the election or Thanksgiving or Christmas, or if I want to do like 100 days of school or whatever, that is just something I want to remember for that month, or a theme that I wanted to have. And then we do history together. The first part of history we're actually doing with some friends, so I mapped that out already. And then after Christmas, depending, we should be done with this, but I'm going to start the U.S. and North Carolina state like project and learning states and stuff like that. So I've not done that yet because I really want to see how far we get in that. And then all their art is there, and then kids of character, which is like Bible characteristics that we are going to focus on this year. That's kind of going to be our Bible lesson. So I'm about 90% done with this. I still have some different things that I need to add, but this is what we have so far mapped out for the year. So Josh is actually getting this printed out for me, and once it's printed out, that's when I will bring it over here to my folder of my planner, and I will write out their lesson plans. So this will be my August one, and this starts in the beginning of August. I have not written anything in here yet, but what's nice about having it planned out is that I already know the page numbers, and I already know everything that I'll be writing in here. So it'll be neat and organized. I still will write it in pencil, or what I do a lot is I use post-it notes. Say I have to move something from one week to the next week or whatever, I already have it written on a post-it note. So once some of those are written out, I'll show it to you, but that it's so much easier to do it. And then I have Lisa's grades, and then Breely's grades, and then records like their attendance and reading logs and things like that, and then some miscellaneous stuff at the back. So we are getting ready. I did organize all of these. I have 2 more of those that I need to get organized, and like I said, some school supply stuff over there that I need to pull out. I used to put more school supplies and stuff for there, but basically our room we're about 90% ready to start next week. So I really was not going to start until the week afterwards, but then after I did my year at a glance, I realized that we had to get moving because we have a lot of work to do. So we are starting on Monday. I need to give you guys a schoolroom tour, but this one's probably pretty long, but here's a little look at what the room looks like now. We did move it around, and maybe the next video will be a little tour of the schoolroom.